What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, YouTube? Hope y'all are ready for another exciting episode of the Doug Cow Show. Now, in this one, we're talking about Book 8 in the series of unfortunate events, The Hostile Hospital. And this one is crazy. So, it starts out with them. Now, if you know what happened in the last book, um, so this one starts out, it kind of picks up from where that one left off, and so um they're running from Count Olaf and these villagers. So basically, they come to this shop, and they go in there, and they're like, "Well, we're on the run." They're like, we're gonna stay low and lay low in here until until morning or whatever. And the shopkeeper notices them, and they're like, um, they don't want them to know they don't want him to know that they are the people that um that they're the ones that the police are looking for, basically, because the police are looking for them and everything. So it's like, so naturally they don't want to get caught by the police. But here's the thing: they didn't do what the the police think they did, or they didn't do what the people of the village told the police that they did. Obviously, they're kids, but so they're on the run. So they're in the shop, and the shopkeeper reads a newspaper, or not the shopkeeper. This guy Lou. Lou is this dude that delivers the paper to the shopkeeper. And so basically, what happens is, dude delivers the paper, and he reads the paper. Well, in the meantime, the kids get the shopkeeper gives them some muffins, and they eat the muffins because they haven't had anything to eat in like a day or so, because they're just, they've been on the run from the police and everything, and they're just starving. They're hungry as all get out and everything. So then they see this van, and they're like VFD, because on the side of the van, I think it said VFD. Um, and the only people who can get in on the road are the police and the volunteers fighting disease people. And basically, what these people do is they are volunteers at this hospital, and basically, um, they go around singing this crazy song to these people that are sick. It's like, we help those who are sick, we help those who are ill. And one of the lines is ho ha ha ho he have a heart shaped balloon, and that's the only line I remember. And like, they sing this song throughout this book, and it's kind of annoying, but I mean, it's it's so they get in this van, and the volunteers fighting for disease people think they're new people that are volunteering for fighting for disease. So basically, what happens is they go to the hospital, and they go around, and they start singing to people, and basically, so they hear this voice over the intercom. This Babs lady. Babs is the human human something officer, and she says anybody who wants to volunteer for something or other, or something about files, can come down there. So Violet and Klaus and Sunny, they go down there, and they get the job in the file room with Hal. Hal is this old dude, and he kind of talks like this with a whistle in his voice. 70, he kind of talks like that with a whistle. So, like, you know, kind of like kind of like Gopher from Winnie the Pooh. If you remember the old Winnie the Pooh, Gopher used to whistle like that when he used to talk. Um, Actually, there's a game, Grizzly Gulch. There's actually a game that's has a person like that. His name is Cecil. Welcome to the bank. I'm Cecil. what can I do you for? That's literally how he talks. And but Hal kind of reminded me of him because um he kind of talked like that. So, anyways, they're going through the files and they're trying to find this file. They're trying to find more information about, you know, their parents, and he recognizes them, but not from the paper. He recognizes them from the file about the snicket. There's a snicket file in the file room somewhere. He does, like I said, he don't recognize them from the paper. He recognizes them from the file on snicket. So he they're trying to find it, and they end up tricking him. And so they're looking through all these files, and they find a file under, and they go through all these different. They go through all the letters. They go through S. They go through uh, J, and they go through. They finally figure out it's Baudelaire, so they finally go to B for Baudelaire, and they find the file, and that was supposed to be 13 pages, but like there was only one page, and it had a printout of a picture of her their parents and some other stuff, and it just had one sentence on it. So they get that, and then but by the time they find that, somebody's trying to break into the room, and they do actually end up breaking into the room. And so Violet ends up getting captured. So then basically but before this, Babs ends up she ends up leaving, and this new guy, Nathasta, he ends up taking over, but Nathasta is not who he says he is. So basically, and the lady who is that breaks into the file room is Genevieve Squalor. So you know who Nathasta is already. I don't gotta tell you who he is. We all know who he is. So then, like I said, Violet gets captured. And so Sonny and Klaus disguise themselves as doctors, because the Nathasta comes on to the intercom and says there's about to be a surgery happening. And so they're trying to figure out where Violet is, and they make these anagrams, and it turns out that they find out that Laura V. Belidio is the one having the surgery, but that's close enough to Violet Baudelaire that they figure out who it is, and they put on these white coats and everything. And it turns out that the hook-handed man and all these other people are the surgeons and everything. So what actually happens to Violet? Does she actually because they say they're gonna cut off her head. So what actually happens to Violet? Does she actually get her head cut off? I don't know. You're gonna have to read the book and find out. So hope y'all have enjoyed this podcast. If you like what you're seeing, if you like the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any future videos from me. You don't miss any future content from me, because I've started going live now too. So I go live every once in a while. So if you turn on all notifications, you will get the notification when I go live or when I post a video. So make sure you turn on all notifications, and I hope y'all are enjoying the show as much as I enjoy making it for y'all. Alright, y'all. That's all I got. I'm out. Peace. I'm out.